Hello everyone and welcome back. It's been quite some time and I'm really sorry for the wait. Yeah, today I have finally finished the last unit or the last hero of the fire faction, the thief, the dwarf, and I'm going to talk less about what I'm doing on screen because it's fairly basic, and more about the model in itself and my approach on all of this. So, why did this take so long? Well, first of all, I needed a bit of a break so I could get back into the flow. I did a little stuff in between that I didn't record, or that I recorded, but that I didn't make a video from. And I still have the videos, so I recorded it, and I will upload the videos on a later time. But yeah. So this is one thing. Last week I was at a festival, so I wasn't even home. This is why last week there was no content, and yeah, I'm back, and I'm also back at the Laws of Magic content. Why did this particular unit take so long? That has multiple reasons. For one, okay, the main reason is I don't really like this unit. There's a lot of stuff in the game. If you go back to the start of the video, you can see that the model is very small. It's very... There's not really much there. It's not like you see something and say, hey, this looks like a Smith apron, this looks... I have an idea what this meant, but it's more like there's a blob of black and red, and what am I supposed to do with this? So I took a little bit longer to get to a good idea. And as you can see, I kept this really basic. If you right now I'm working on the main thing on the robe, and I kept this really simple. There's not much going on here. And yeah, this is basically what I did, is just quickly make this and get it over with in a certain sense. Yeah, in game I also don't like the model, or I don't like the hero, because I don't like the voice. I don't like I mean, thieves are fun in a way, but this particular one isn't really that outstanding and interesting. He doesn't really match with the rest of the fire thing, so I don't know. I'm a very mixed feeling about this one, mostly negative. But it's a thief. If I had put on the fire faith later, I maybe even wouldn't have done it. I'm not sure. Yeah, another thing was that I was thinking, okay, how do I want to do this? Do I want to give it special texture? Do I want to give it a special bump map? How am I going to do this? And in the end, I decided for something really basic. And it's not that complex of a model. And it's one I will definitely not revisit and redo at some point. I'm fairly sure I won't do that. Unless I'm going to do a complete overhaul of all the models, then I will probably do that, but I don't know about that yet. One interesting thing, or the only interesting thing about this model, is what I did with the belt in a little bit. I went in the game and I screenshotted one picture of one of the artifacts that is actually for the fire and for the fire thief. It's a thief artifact for, and it's especially good for the fire thief. It's called the Borchart's torch. This is the in-game picture, and I used this for the belt buckle basically. So this is me doing this particular item. And while I try to use the items from the game, I didn't really see another use for this. So I basically just put it as a belt buckle. I don't know. Maybe it's an amulet. Maybe it's something like a trinket he holds up. I don't know. Game isn't that detailed, so I don't know. But I basically wanted to put it in, so I put it in as a belt buckle. Yeah, and that's basically everything I can say about this model. It's fairly basic. I didn't really go that far out. I didn't really try out something new. The hair is one of the female hairs that I use. I basically put it on the male model, and since both heads are really similar, I had little to no editing to do for this. Yeah, the UV maps, as you can see, are very simple, very basic. There's not much complexity here. Yeah, so this is basically it. This is the first part. This is the robe with a belt, with the Borchart torch on in front of it. I'm just cleaning up the textures a bit, the remaps a bit, so I have better and cleaner textures on this. But in the end, the belt, which I'm currently doing, is just really simple. It's just the plain black texture on top of it. So cleaning it up or not didn't really make a difference at this point. The only interesting thing is, for the Borchart's torch, I used a special texture. Yeah. Next thing was the head that I did. Also very simple. This is actually the head that the picture, the mugshot of the dwarf, the unit picture has. I didn't screenshot that because this particular mugshot, or this particular character portrait, is another reason why I really don't like the dwarf. It's just it looks so weird, and I actually kind of really, in this render, in the final render, I actually really matched the thing. So yeah, go look it up yourself if you're interested. He really has this weird head on his head. So I don't know. This is what he wears. I don't know what it's called, and I'm not really interested in looking it up. Yeah. Next thing I will do is the air, the air units, the fairy thief, and the two thunder giants or storm giants. And I'm looking way more forward to them. So yeah, this is more of a catching up video. And also, yeah, I really wanted to finish this, so I have my head free for the next model that I want to work with. The mantle is, as you can see, really basic. I just copy pasted a part of the robe, made it a little bit bigger, and extruded it to have the mantle. This is, yeah, it's all really basic. One of the things that I don't like about the Genesis 2 male is that I can't really, for some reason, work with the shaping in their studio. So whenever I try to reshape or resize clothing, it just doesn't really work like it's supposed to. I don't know why. I have no idea why it doesn't work normally in DES, so I have to look that up. Yeah. What I'm doing here is the crossbow. There's two crossbow units. There's two hero crossbow units. I'm sorry. The dwarf has a crossbow. The fire dwarf has a crossbow, and the order ranger has a crossbow. And I think that's every unit with the crossbow. I mean, the archer unit from the order is also a crossbow unit, but you don't give them an item, so doesn't really matter. Yeah, and this is basically everything for this week, or at least under the week. On the weekend I will hopefully start with the air nation, the air faith. So yeah, let's look forward to that. So much for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you are healthy, I hope you're safe, I hope everything is alright with everyone, and see you guys around.